a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pick. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 15. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good. Bravo.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 more there and another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. And this in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Hey, 59, ready, 20. Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And they went empty backfield, and because was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A gain there of 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pretty quiet, G. Gun. Hey, 59, ready.
Now Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, South. Hey, team 6.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Ready, 280. 57 to Mike. Hey, get up.
On 3rd down, it's Green. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, 280. You better be afraid of me. Check. You better be afraid of me. Watch safety 3. 61. Match box. Watch. Ready for that.
Here we go on 4th down. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr completes it. 20. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes our score 17-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
General West. Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. On 3rd down, Green. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Falcons going to use their 3rd and as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to... That's caught inside the... Into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now, Asher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's set a tone.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ryan. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Bomber, 22-jet bomber. 11. Hey, Delta.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. Yeah, this is going to be caught. The football. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
51, down. 22. Hey, high 7. Come on, baby.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Room here to run. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts. Ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Ryan, and the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? You don't see me.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize that. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 29, Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And pretty good first down at the Falcons' 21.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Now the first play of the drive. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised.
Oh, he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away. Intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. That's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I know many people like the out position because he creates mismatches with his size, but slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Ryan's got Hooper on the short connection. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check. Hey, check.
On third down, it's Green. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. Now. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ready, 22. You ready? Check, 43. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Space. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Rick Lance, let him go.
They'll run on first down. Green. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball. Comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today. Watch the safety play right.
Carr going to throw here. And but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?